have two iPads this time. Let me shut this one off so I don't have volume going on. And hopefully, I'm waiting for you guys to pop up on my iPad here so I can see comments. Come on. Where are you? I don't want that one to ding. There we are. Let me just turn it. So, hi everybody. Come on, come out wherever you are. You know it's raining here like crazy. So, this is going to be weird because my thing's going sideways because I changed the camera up there. So hopefully it's going to be kind of weird looking at myself sideways. That is kind of weird. So hi! We'll just give it a few minutes to make sure everybody's on. What I'm going to do is type in some of the things I'm going to be using today so you guys have it. If you have any questions or anything, it's already going to be there for you, okay? And I have to pull this over here because I don't have enough space over there. So come on out, everybody. It's raining like crazy here. And I just wish it would stop because we put in sod this summer. Half my lawn is gone because it went down the hill. So, now this wreath, I already have it listed in my shop, so if you want it tonight, you can go ahead and get it before it's even finished. Posted my Etsy shop right now on there. My little cue cards. Have to have cue cards. Where is everybody tonight? I know it's due out. There we go. Start anyway. But say hi. Let me know you're there. To myself. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Last night I used... Oh, I just noticed a little string hanging. Let's see that. You see him at the last minute. You know how that goes? And we did this little guy last night. And what I did, I have black and some orange Christmas ornaments on there. Actually Halloween. So this one has little webs. This one's just sparkly black. So I just kind of put them in... You know, in there, I think there's 5 in there total. There's like 3 black ones and 2 orange ones. So that's on my Etsy page if you want to go get that one. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Billy. How are you? Michelle, we're going to do a new bow tonight. So, my favorite, because I get nervous doing those. But anyway, I know, Michelle, you're in Texas. But we're going to use wreath here, and it's about 14 inches in inches. Excuse me, 13 inches. It's the same. It has 8 in the center and 10 on the outside. Again, I like the even numbers because it makes my life easy. And last night, so we're going to do Christmas tonight. Thank you, Billy. I am doing fine, Michelle. This was... I might do one every night. I don't know. You know, I spent, and we're gonna do this. Oh my God, glitter and glitz. And she normally doesn't have the little bow or the little heart here. And I think the face is the same. And she, little girl. So we're gonna do a little girl gingerbread. Am I sideways? I turned my camera thinking so you guys can see it. I see him sideways here. Hold on. So, is it sideways for you guys? Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me flip the camera. Hold on. You're going to see some jiggling. Whoop. And you're going to see my fingers in the frame too. I was trying to do it so you guys could see the table better, but I guess that idea didn't work. And my phone just unplugged. Hold on. Ooh, let me take my fingers out. Bear with. Gosh, you can never do a live and do anything right? Something always glitches. You can get this. Working? Am I right side up now? I know, Michelle. That's why I'm called Nutty Nona. And my phone, no, it doesn't want to stay. Ah, that's quite fun. Okay, don't anybody breathe. Tiptoeing back. I thought if I turned my phone sideways that it would be better so that you guys could see my whole table. But evidently that didn't work. I was going to put my computer up there, but my computer is not connecting to the lot. So anyway, we'll just go with this. So I got this pretty little baby. So we're going to do her tonight. And she's got little soft, I don't know if you guys can really see that her cheeks. It looks almost like a light tan or, you know, just a little rosy pink. I don't know if you could see that very well. Oh, there you go. You could see it. Try to get the glare off of there. So this is our little baby for tonight, what we're going to create. Now, I'm going to put this down here for a second. This is the mesh we're going to use. I'm cutting my mesh at 35 inches. Some people will do it lesser than that. They'll do 25 or 20 or even 15. So we're going to do a curl and ruffle, a criffle type method. I've already cut some because I didn't want you guys to watch me cut 18 of these, but I do have some so that we can go ahead and do some as well tonight. So let me back up. Are you sideways? Or, yeah, I was. I'm glad. Love last night's sign. I know. I liked it too. Eileen, she was a lady that came on and she's in California, and she asked because she couldn't get it on Michael's. I told her I'd be more than happy to, you know, go to my Michael's and get one for her and, you know, ship it to her. You know, she'll just pay for the sign and ship it. I'm not going to charge her anything more because, you know, sometimes you just want something so bad. So anyway, so I've already used one full roll and I have part of a second roll here in using this tonight. So what we're going to do, and I've already made a bunch of these. Don't they look cute? So it's a little bit different than what we did last night. Last night we just did ruffles where we just kind of scrunched it up. This one is a cruffle. So it's a little French, I guess you can say. So I have a bunch of them down here. And I know I talked to y'all, sometimes people use clothespins. They use clips of some sort to hold them. I have my bag of clothespins here. And we'll get to that. And then you guys gotta help me with my ribbon tonight because I have a whole bunch. Ugh. But Susie's Ultimate Mesh Roller, godsend. The top row comes off like this. Each row comes off, they slide. Whoops, now I just pulled it out. It has these little rubber stoppers here so you can see it kind of stops. And then there's 3 holes here, so when you're finished with it, you can put it here and it collapses back down. I will post my link for that. You're so sweet. Oh, you're so sweet. I guess that means sweet. I know, Michelle. I saw that you messaged her in the comments about the sign as well. So I had messaged her this morning, and she just got back to me this afternoon. I don't know what the time difference is there, but I told her, you know, I was going to be on the live tonight, and if she wanted to pop on, that we can chat. All right, so as you saw, I have the mesh roller. I have it all set with my mesh to go. And like I said, I'm cutting these at 35 inches. And I think I have a couple more to do. So I'm going to do one because I always miscount. So my board is actually 35 inches. And voila. Take out my clothespin here. Now you can make the roll as big as you want, as small as you want. It's up to you. I'm doing it 4 times. You could go 5, 6, whatever. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm putting a clothespin in. Some people will stand here and do this, or they'll cruffle it on the table and they'll do it that way. Because this is such a big piece, 2, 3, 4, I'm choosing to do it on the table. So I did my 4. Now I'm just going to ruffle it, just like you would. The clothespin's good because, see, it kind of weighs it down, so, you know, as you get closer, you know how it rolls up on you? And that's all I'm doing. Take my clothespin, and it's in there, and then I have my little butterfly. So let's go put some of these guys on here so we can get going. So this one I'm going to start on the inside. I think yesterday I started on the outside, I think. I don't remember. You do so many wreaths and you forget. I actually have my little cheat sheet of like how I want to do my tails and my ribbon and all tonight. Because that's just the way I am. Alright, take my little guy, and all I'm going to do is put him in here. Same thing. Now this is thick. It's a thick mesh. It's not quite a jute, but it's thick. It's almost like fabric, and you can see it really doesn't fray, which is what I love about it. So there's my little Krafts. So if you guys have any questions, just ask away. Whoops. And did I say I got the mesh from Hobby Lobby? I think I did. I didn't do that as centered as that one was. Move it over just a little higher. There we go. If you guys want to get lives, just go ahead and type the word alert in the bottom, and that way you'll get a message from my little Rosie saying I'm going live. Rosie, some people have Boomer as their little dogs in there to let people know different things. I have Rosie the robot, and I named her, I don't know, I'm going to tell my age now, right? It was a show called The Jetsons, and there's actually 2 curls. This is one piece. I'll show you. I'll put one apart and I'll show you Billy. It's one piece, Billy, and it's 35 inches long. And what I did on the edge here, I rolled it, I counted 4. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to count 4, you could do it whatever. I'm just one of those people. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all I'm doing is ruffling it. Cruffle. So they call this a cruffle because it's part curl and it's part ruffle. Ruffle. You can roll it more if you want to. It's all up to you. You're the creator again of your wreath, so you can do whatever you want. No problem, Billy. Anytime. Okay. How do you say your name? Is it Ru Guan? Did I say that right? I'm always like, you know, that person that hates to say people's last names because I'll always get it wrong. Everybody pronounces my name wrong. my last name wrong. I got one time deflag. Now there's no F and there's no G or A in my last name. And I'm like, I even got Diesel. And I'm like, how do you get Diesel? So, good evening, Jennifer. How are you today? Is it raining where y'all are? I swear, we put a lawn in, what was it, like the end of June. We put sod in, and we got our first water bill, and it was like, good God. Then it started to rain. And I swear it's probably rained like every day. Maybe since that time frame till now, I think we've had, I'll give us a week that we've had sun. Maybe it's more, but it just seems that way. This whole week, it's raining again. Sunny here, but rain and cold front. Where are you, Billy? Hi, Jennifer. Oh, you're in Temple, Texas. I have no idea where that is. I've never been to Texas. So it's nice where you are, Michelle? Ugh. We just need some sun so my lawn could dry out. So I have a lawn come next year, since half of it has turned into mud because we live on a hill and it slopes on the one side. So half of it has my nice sod, and the other part just, you can have mud puddles. So look how pretty that's coming. Oklahoma. Okay, so I like country music. Blake Shelton's from Oklahoma. Have you ever met him, Billy? The Voice is back. I love that show. I love American Idol, Dancing with the Stars. So you think he can dance? I know. I have more things to be DVR'd on my TV, and I could sit there. I think I have like almost 30 shows I haven't seen yet. I was doing good. I was catching up, but then all the shows started coming out this week, some of them, and I was like, oh, dang. What? This one's got a little crooked. About like Jennifer. She's in mid, and I'm in Dallas, and she's about 3 hours away. Oh, 3 hours. Well, that's not too far. You guys could go hang out. See, make friends. Make new friends, but keep the old. Do you remember that from Brownies? Oh, good God. Okay. Oh, I really like this. I do. And then, I think what we'll do one night, I'm going to show you the ugliest wreath that lived on the face of the earth. I did it, and I hate it. And I think I mentioned this last night. It's sitting, staring at me. It's hanging on my closet door, you know, at the foot of the bed, like. And I see this wreath every single day, and I keep staring at it. I keep staring at it, going, I need something more. Put some tubing in it. I thought I'd do one of those, you know, like you see those Christmas trees that are like pink and blue. Okay, so I call it very whimsical. So it's not, it's out of my element, you know, but I thought, I think I'll do a snowman with some ribbon like that. Oops. And I did it, and I went, ew. It just doesn't look right. And I think it's because, see, I'm looking at it as I'm over here. Oh. And I'm like, I got to take it apart. I got to take it apart. I've never posted it. I think I made it back in July, and that's how long it's been sitting there because I just haven't been happy with it. Well, you guys could chat on Facebook if you guys are too far away. That's what's kind of neat with, I call it the wreathing community. Wreathing. I can never say the W. Ugh. And is that everybody is like, they're nice, and they're like all over, and you get to talk to people and meet people that you probably will never see unless you go to one of the wreath conventions. How many more do we have? I hope I didn't skip any. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And everybody's always like helpful in doing things, and it, you know, I always say pay it forward. You know, there are people that help me get my business going. Damon Oates has been my business coach for and still is, and he's been so sweet. I am probably the goofiest person that he's probably ever worked with, because I will come on, I think I told you guys I have my little coins. I'll show you some of them. I have these usually taped up behind here, and to the side of each I have a clock, because we have class on Sundays and Wednesdays night, well, Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, Wednesday nights. And the first couple of times getting on to Zoom, which is the conference kind of call thing, I couldn't get on it, so I was late for class. So I said, and then the time zone difference, he's on Central and I'm on Eastern, so I was like, oh. So I put that up there, so if I go like, oh, what time is it again? What time do I have to be there? You know how you do that? And so that way I won't be late for class. So now I start my computer about 15 minutes before, and I just wait for him to come on, so that way I'm never late. But he's been very patient, so each time I come on, I usually put a different hat on, so it just breaks up the, you know, the seriousness of things, and just makes it fun. So he gives me grief sometimes. It is a great community. Hi Tina, how are you? It is a lovely evening, depending where you are. For me, it's raining. I was supposed to go play with my Powder Puff football team tonight, and we had to cancel practice. So that's why usually we're at 6:30 to go to practice, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a live. Because I was just like, hey. Yes, if you want to get, share the love, some likes. If you want to get future notices, oh, we only need one more, really? Type the word alert in the bottom. I'm looking to make sure I don't have one laying around. Okay. Yay, so one more. Need one clothespin then. Alright, so here we go. The ultimate mesh roller. You can see all the goodies I have on there for us. I pulled out a lot of goodies. I was like, let's just really have fun tonight. Oops, what am I calling on? So this is almost, not quite 2 rolls. Push that back a little bit. So these are 35 inches long, which is exactly how long my mat is. And we're doing the Krafts method. I'm just going to put this in here until I get it started. So I rolled it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a clothespin in there. Again, you can roll it as much as you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I crinkle it up. There we go. And then I had made up, like I said, I had made a whole bunch of these before, and I just clothespin it together. So that way you can just keep going and making a bunch of them, and then you can come back and put them in your wreath. Now let's see, where's the one that I need one for. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. I like these colors. It's like a rustic. Of course it's gingerbread colors. You think of the brown, you know, of the gingerbread, and he's got the little red for the smiley face and the white. So you could do it as rustic as you like or as bright as you want. It is your choice. Ooh, look at that. That's nice and full. Yeah, baby. So I'm just going to pull all my glass is going to go flying. My stems up, so it makes it easier to find, because sometimes when you're doing it, one gets flipped over backwards somewhere and then you're looking for it. I did it one time where I missed one, but I actually tied it into another one. Really weird. All right. So you guys get your game faces, get your typing hands ready. Hi, Jay. Because now, drum roll, you guys got to help me pick out the ribbon. Now, I'm going to use, I think, there goes one of my ribbons. Oh, it's just the little ones. This for the bow. Got to have the gingerbread. And I didn't want to put too much gingerbread in there since I have the face. So I thought this just as a bow. And I'm only going to use 2 colors this time for the bow. So these kind of made up. This has some gold in it, which I thought would be pretty just to add a little sparkle to it. But I also have it in this plaid, which could be nice too in the bow. So what do you guys think? So gingerbread with, we'll call it tan, or gingerbread with red for the bow. Hi, Christina. I'm pushing this back because I want to go ahead and put the face in before I go any further. Now some of this is going to cover the face. There's 2 ways you can put it on. I'll push this off to the side while you guys are thinking. Some people, with this one here, she made 4 holes in it. So I didn't have to put any cable ties or anything on it, like either stick it to the back or I didn't have to staple it. So that I have my 4 holes. Some people will put them on the top, you know, enter it in through here and put it in. I like to put it on the back. And this actually fits pretty snug right in there. I don't have to jimmy it around and try to figure out, you know, should I put it more this way or more that way. I am going to try to slide it down just a little because she put a little bow up there. And I know, Michelle, they're cool ones, but well, you guys got to tell me, should I use the plaid or the gold in the bow? Because I'm only going to use 2 in the bow this time. Brown ribbon. I have, hold on. I do have some other brown. I have my 2 bins sitting over here on the floor with all my ribbon out, my Christmas ribbons in the bin. So if you guys had other ideas than what I have here, I can just go get it because I got a lot. So I'm just doing this loosely in here so I can see. Make sure I got it where I want it. So Michelle, you're talking dark brown or the tan? Oops. I know I have dark brown. I have one sitting over here. It's a light tan, like the gingerbread background. It has like snowflakes on it. Ooh. I didn't get her tight enough down in there. Oh, look at her, peekaboo. And you can push this back so you could see more of her face. I gotta tighten her up. The mesh is messing me up. This one. Do 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 do. There we go. I think I just put this one on the wrong rail is what I did. I put it up too high. Wasn't paying attention. I'm back. I lost you and then I couldn't find you again. Okay, so Tina, I probably should have told you. I'm Carolynne Delisle and I'm from NonnasNuttykrafts. And Krafts is spelled with a K, not a C. So if that helps, I don't think I said that in the beginning. But I'm glad you found this again. And if you get broadcast interrupted and stuff, I have no control of that. Last night I think that happened and I went back and saw a bunch. Bailey says hi. Hi, Bailey. Bailey's my granddaughter. She's 7. Oh, I'm glad she was able to see me. I wish I could wave. Hi, Bailey. Okay, so let me just get this one tied in here. And I know I'm going to have to probably go back and retie some of these. And I'll do that later after I finish with you guys. But I just want to kind of get it in here so we can kind of see what it's going to look like. So Bailey, my granddaughter, turned 7 this year. And for her birthday, her parents gave her a trip to go down to Disney. Look at my little girl. I like her. Is she cute? Oh, adorable. And for her birthday, she's going to go to Disney. We're going to go to SeaWorld. I got invited to go. It's kind of my Christmas birthday gift. I got invited to go with them, and we're going to go for a kind of quick weekend. And we're going to go swimming with the dolphins, scuba diving, and snorkeling, and then see Disney's big Halloween. I think it's parade, if I'm correct. So that's what I get to look forward to. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. So brown. So we know we're definitely going to use this. I can also use snowflake. Well, no, this is with. I want to save the snowflakes. I could do the snowflakes in the bow, but I was trying to think of something like this. I have another snowflake one, but I don't think I have enough to make the ribbon. What do you think about this one? Let me cut this off. This is a light tan. And it has like little dots on it. That might be too light to go in the bow. We can come back and rethink the bow, but that's kind of where I was going. I mean, I could do red and white like this if I wanted to. So let's think. We know this for sure. Possibility of these guys. No brown. I have plaid. Did I pull the plaid up here? But I thought the plaid might be too much plaid in it. I have a plaid like this, which is like a cream color in it. I don't think black would go. Oh, it could do black because it's black in her eyes. Any of those you think would work? I could do that. But really anything dark brown, I don't have anything darker than what I showed you. But we can come back to that. Put these babies over here. I share to you, I watch, replay, it looks like. Oh, yes! I think it will be adorable. I hope it's adorable. I think she's going to be cute. Okay. So, ribbon tails. Look at all my babies I have up here. So, I could either do them all 4-inch, 2.5 inch, or do like a 2.5 inch and a 1.5 inch. So, what do you guys think? I was kind of thinking the snowflake, because it's the same kind of fabric as the gingerbread is. Thank you, Michelle. Keep the ones I have, just to add a touch of brown. The only brown I have is it's a dark brown. And it's like a 1 inch. It's like dark, dark, dark brown. And I don't know if the dark brown will go. I can pull it out though. So what do you guys think? Look at these. Let me get the dark brown one. This one. I pull out, there's always that one that you're like, oh, you know, I should have gotten this one. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, I guess we're not going to use that brown one because I cannot find it. But I did find this one. This is a lighter plaid, which could go with that. The gingerbreads. So I was thinking for the tails, I was really thinking this, because gotta have candy, so I can do them both in the same. This is more white, so I could do like the stripe, you know, with it. I thought of bringing in some green, but these are kind of the same ones, just opposite colors. One's green, one's red kind of thing. This is a little bit bigger, this one. So what do you guys think? I think. Oh, I have salt. This is red with ornaments on it. Let me take this down. I'm better at looking at it when I put it on top of the wreath. I kind of like this, because I think that would look pretty. Let me pull the candy cane off. I think if I do just solid red, you know, with it, it's going to blend in too much, so maybe not that one. Oops, where are you? I have, ooh, that's pretty. This might be too much with the two of these, like that. How about I do the snowflakes one on the floor fell with this one. So it just gives a little bit, because when I bring in the candy cane, this, and either one of the tan ones, I think that might be enough candy cane in there to give you the hint of it and not just go overboard with it. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do these two. Although this is pretty, because it's got the swirl like the candy cane. Ooh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of our ribbons going. We'll take these off. I had some on the floor there. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could use those. So let's put some of these guys on here. Done with that. Back into the ultimate mesh roller. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut these at 12 inches. Some people cut them at 14 inches, 13 inches, it's whatever you want. But I think I'm going to do 12. And I'm just going to do these. I'm not going to add a whole bunch of different ones in with this, just because I think it would be just too much. So these I waited to do with you guys. I said 13, didn't I? I think I cut that one at 12. Yep. Whoop, here we go. So now you guys get to really watch me do these. Because this is the one thing I didn't prep on. Since we can't really talk to each other, I thought, you know, kind of like an interactive video. You guys can do it with me. Oh, or I can do this with you and ask you questions so that you guys can interact. So what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, some people will have like pieces of cardboard, or they'll have like pieces of wood that they'll wrap the ribbon around. And I can do that too. I have my little ribbon holder over here off to the side, which I, oops, that's the end of that roll. Now, most of these ribbons are about 10 yards, these rolls, except for this one, which didn't have that much in it. This is only 3 yards. So, I have ones that mostly have 10 yards in it. I'll have some that have 50 yards in it, the really big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. See if this one comes out to be 13. And whoops, come back. Steak. Oh my gosh. See, fail if you want. I didn't say that other word. I said, oh my gosh. My granddaughter's not allowed to say, oh my God. So I have to say, oh my gosh. Okay. Put it back on there. So if you guys watch some of my videos, you'll see I kind of use some of the same tools all the time. The ribbon or the frames, I may get at different places. Like this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. The stripe one, I think I got that either at Joann's or Michael's. So you can get things anywhere. It just depends where you want to buy it from. I see things online from, you know, Deco Exchange or Trendy Tree or different places, and if it's something I don't have and that I have to have, I'll get it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I get to talking, I forget how much I cut. 8. 9, 10, and see how fast this goes, and it keeps your ribbon from going all around. Like I said, rolling on the floor. There was a lady, I was watching one of her lives, and she goes, oh, there goes my ribbon. She goes, I have to go chase it, be right back. And I've done that because one of these red ones, this one's on the floor over there. So I have to go get it if I need it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this makes 13. Oops. I'm going to get 15 out of this second roll. And I have to go pick up the other one off the floor. But that's okay. 16. I think it's 16. It's either 16 or 18. Okay, so ducktailing. Now, depending how thick your ribbon is, sometimes you can do a couple of them together at once. Whoops! I didn't put my thing on right. There we go. And sometimes if it's too thick, if you do more than a few of them, you know, it's just not going to work. You're going to get things like that. And then your tails don't come out nice and pretty or anything like that. So let's see how quick I can do these. So for this, I'm only doing 2 at a time because, like I said, it is a thick ribbon, which is good. Thick is good. Not to say thin is bad. Thick is good. I like the thin ones too. This one's a lot thinner, of course, but works just as well. So like I said, if you want to get alerts from me, just type the word alert, and then Rosie will send you a little thing, my little robot, letting you know that I'm going live. And if you don't get it, you can always contact me through I'm on Facebook, NonnasNuttykrafts, or on the Etsy page. I got a message from a place they're holding a bazaar, and they messaged me on my Etsy page and invited me if I wanted to come. And I said, sure. So I have that show to go to, and I have one next month, about mid-month, that I'm going to. Oops. So it should be fun. Hi, Beth. How are you? How's it going in your neck of the woods? You guys getting a lot of rain like I am over here? Beth lives in Virginia. She's very close to where I live. Alright. Beth, what we're making is a gingerbread wreath. Kind of a little bit of a rustic look. I guess I could have done that, but no. We'll stick with this. So we're getting our ribbons going here, ducktailing them all. Now because this one's thinner, I can do a couple at a time. I'm doing like 3 at a time. And of course it's smaller too. It was sunny? Are you kidding me? There was no sun. I know you live in the same state I do, and you're not far away from me. But no way. There was no sun here. None. That's just weird. Ugh. All I saw was rain and clouds today. It stopped for a little bit. I mean, I heard it earlier, just a little bit before coming on the live. It was raining here. I always think it's kind of weird because we live close to Fort Belvoir, and I could be on Fort Belvoir, and it's about 15 minutes from me, and all of a sudden you're driving, and it's just like you're like in sun, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like rain. It's like a curtain dropped on you. Oh. Okay, I'm moving to where you are, Beth. I just need everything to dry out. Everybody's saying that. A friend told me she looked at the almanac for the winter, and that we're supposed to get hit hard for the winter, and I'm like, oh good God. No. I like snow. I don't mind it, because this year I don't have to drive in it because I don't have to work. So last year on my day off, my kids are all grown, and it was a day I didn't have my one granddaughter here, and we had snow, and I had two sleds, you know, that little round one that looks like a garbage can cover, and I had another one. So brought my dog outside, and we have our driveway, you know, very steep, and it goes down, and it's a very long straight driveway, but it goes, and if you go, you can go off, and there's a wooded area. And I literally went down my driveway, and I was just like a little kid, just like going woohoo, you know, going down the driveway. And then I was trying to film it because my dog is yapping at me and like biting at me because it's the first time she's seen anybody on a sled. She's only 5, but we never went on a sled with her. But and I think I did a couple of videos of it, and the one you see me going down, and you see my feet, and then you see me heading off into the woods, and I'm going, oh no, I'm in the woods, and bump, bump, bump. I was just laughing. So, Beth, you're not far away because you're in Alexandria and I'm in Springfield. So we're not that far away. I'm about 16 minutes, give or take, on a good day from Belvoir. You're just a little further north of me. So, I mean, we're like close, girlfriend. Oops, that one's backwards. Well, maybe it's just the bottom one that was backwards. So you have to watch some of your ribbons. Some ribbon, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, like you have a good side or a bad side to it. But like this one, you could see there is 2 color differences. Of course, this is pretty obvious. And some ribbons, like, it may be red and gold on the other side, which is like really pretty, you know, too. So All right, so I think we need maybe one more, but let's get it going, and we can always do more, cut more, because I always hate it when I cut too many, and then I have all these tails left over. So Beth, this is what we're making. Hi Carol, how are you? Oh, thanks. Beth, oh, my girlfriend. So you know where Riverside Park is down there. We go running down there. I take my group and we go running down there. Okay, mind you guys, I'm not a professional runner. I'm more like a jogger walker because I had my knee replaced last year, and I'm just starting to get back into doing some things with my exercise group. So bear with. Okay, so what I did, let me show you on the next one. I'll show you on this one. Took my ribbons. This is going to be my top ribbon. Fold them in half. Okay, crease it. Open it up. And then you just crinkle it. And bend it back. And then you just put it in your ties. They go opposites. It's not a big X like this because that looks kind of funny. It's just a little bit of a half of an X. I call it half of an X. Oh, Izzy Beth. Usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I have this group called Harder in the Mission. We call HOME, H-O-A-M for short. And I'm what we call the miles coach. And I can take people running. And, you know, I go down there. I'll take them on base. We go running and do things like that. And like this coming, or hopefully Thursday, I thought this time we'll do things on the track and field on base. You know, just something different to break it up so they're not like going up big hills or anything like that. So it's going to be a lot of sprint work. What is the mesh I used? I have one right here. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's a deco mesh, but it's not like really thin like this is. It's really nice and thick. It's almost like a plastic. I want to say like jute, but jute is still like a, I'll say soft like a fabric, but this is more plastically and it really doesn't fray. And Hobby Lobby has all their Christmas stuff on sale now, so you can go there, use a 40% off coupon if you get one. Just go, you know, go online and look for the coupons. They always have them. Yes, my hubby was in the Army. He retired in 2011, June of 2011, just before the war broke out. Although they did ask him to re-up, and, you know, not re-up. He was an officer, and they asked him to come back, and he said no. But he did what wind up being, with all the little contracts and things they have, 23 years. And we were only supposed to be here for 2 years. And what he did, he decided to defer his command. And we did it because, you know, our kids were getting up there in the high school. And, you know, we would be here 2 years. My girls would graduate, and then they would go off to college, and then I would tag up with him to do his command. But then we felt that wasn't fair to my son, because he would have been a senior for that 1 year somewhere else. So, you know, and we had a good run in the military, so we can't complain. I love the colors too. How did you cut? So these, I cut it 13 inches long on the ribbon tails, and then I ducktailed them. The mesh, I cut those at 35 inches. Now, of course, it makes it nice and full, so you could go lesser if you want to. We did what we call, it's kind of the cruffle method, whereas you curl in the sides and then you cruffle it like, you know, you would like a fan, you know, wrinkle it up, is what we did. Oh, thank you. I still do things with the military, with the group. I do volunteer work. I got to think of what month we're in. September, I did the honor flight, and they flew up. They fly veterans from all over. They just did one. It was actually advertised, not advertised. It was on the TV. They flew them up from Oklahoma. The group that we had happened to be from Florida on the East Coast, and my dad's a veteran, and he actually turns 98 next month. I so hope I have his genes. And he was in the Marines. My husband was in the Army. My son was in the Army. But I went and I volunteered and we served them lunch. And if you go to my Facebook website, you will see, just scroll down, you'll see some videos. I filmed every single one of those gentlemen that came in. And it turned out, because of the area that they're from, they knew my dad down there. And I was like, oh my gosh. So there's some individual pictures of two gentlemen that I met. And I sent them to my father, so if he knows them, I don't know. Mine was in the Air Force, retired this last October. Oh, congratulations. So I guess you guys are staying here, Beth? You're retiring here? Thank you, Carol, for sharing. If you guys want to get alerts when I do my lives, go ahead and type the word alert in the comment section, and Rosie, my little robot, will send you a message. My brother is retired Air Force Major, and his son is active duty Air Force Major, who pilots in the... And I can't read the rest of the comment because Facebook won't let us do the hit the more button. So is it the Thunderbirds maybe he pilots in? Is that what I'm thinking, Carol? Yeah, I always, when you go to a baseball game, and sometimes they do the flybys, and you're like, because it's so loud, it just like rattles you through your every single bone in your body. And because we live close here, and I'm sure Beth, like you, every now and then, you know, we'll hear at night, we'll hear the shooting off the cannons, I don't know what they call them, mortars, and we'll hear them, you know, at the night, and my dog goes crazy sometimes because she hears the bang bang sound. So look at how that's coming out. I think that's coming out pretty. I like it. It's just enough. This blends in with this, but this just gives that little extra pop on there. It's a C7. Oh, is that the type of plane that he flies? Plane? I don't know what the technical word would be. Thunderbird? Is it a Thunderbird? What do they call those, like jets? Oops. Okay. So now we got a few more on the outside. Yay! And these, because they're nice and fuzzy and thick, these, it's just like a Christmas, you know, tree. Oops, I don't want to miss one. Did I miss one? No. I'm not going to, you know, curl them down or anything like that. I hate that you can't read. I know. All over the world, and trains them. Oh, good for him. No, we aren't staying here. Scott took a retirement gig in the Pentagon, 5 to 8 years, and we are, I guess you're PCSing then? I can't see the rest of the message because they won't let me see the rest of the message. South Carolina? So then you're... Why does this look wrong? So then are you going to be by Myrtle Beach? Because we go down there. No, it's right. It just looks weird. My husband wants to retire in South Carolina. And we thought of Myrtle Beach. We have some friends down there. My daughter's mother-in-law, so to speak, is her. She lives down there. Oh, that's where you're from. Oh. You know what? We've lived we're both born and raised in New York. And my husband went to West Point. And I went to a community college called CW Post, or Long Island University. And yes, the cereal CW Post. And we met. I was on the equestrian team. And one of the girls on the team knew some guys. And he knew some guys. And that's how I met my husband. But with his career, we've lived really here. This was our third duty station here. Oh, you met him in Myrtle Beach. Now I know there's a base down there. I know I think it's an Air Force base. We met, kind of love at first sight. I told my mom 3 days later. You know, I told her I met this guy, and I said, it's going to be the one I married. She goes, well, how do you know? And I said, well, how did you know you were going to marry Daddy? You just knew. It wasn't like I was stalking him or anything. I mean, a year later we got engaged, and a year later we got married. And he was a year ahead of me. So I wound up doing my junior and senior year of college together. So I graduated in 3 years. Then I got pregnant on our honeymoon with twins. Well, the base is closed. I know, we were up in Illinois, and my husband worked on, there was a base up there. Oops, and it was a closed Army base. I don't know if it's open or anything anymore. They close a lot. Fort Belvoir here, now I've known it since 1981, this base here. And this base used to be an engineer base, and then they kind of shut it down and moved everybody away. Hi, Susie Brown. We talked about the ultimate mesh roller. I showed him my 2 tiers here. And the base here, they took all the engineers and they moved them out, and they put them in Arkansas. And so then we were here for 81. Went away, got stationed down in Fort Polk, Louisiana. And then we came back up here for the engineer advanced course, and then it was after that, that was in 85 to 86. After that sometime is when they moved the engineers out to Arkansas. So now the base is kind of like a multiple base, where it's all branches, not just Army, which I think is great, because it's not like, hey, we're Army, you're this, you know, kind of thing. I think they're more connected, the military, to each other, but I still see there's a loss of connection. Hey, let me look. I think I may have dropped one on the floor here, or it got connected. No. Oh, let me get the ribbon though. Where's the other roll of ribbon? Oh, here it is. Dun dun dun. Nice peg. It was this one that fell. Okay. So we have to cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, got hair in my mouth. So back to my mesh roll holder. I'm gonna take these one off. Can you guys see behind me here? See how I throw them in there? So I have to tell you the story because everybody always teases me about it. I'll tell you after a second. So here I'm putting this back on here so that I can use it so it's not rolling around the pole. Thread my ribbon back through the bottom here. Whoops, come back, come back, come back. Carol, you typed what? You won't get a message probably right now, Carol, because we're on the live, but I'll go ahead and I'll make sure, I'll check it out to make sure you do get one. And the message will let you know when I'm going live. But if my bot is not doing her job, Miss Rosie, I will talk to that woman. So 13 inches. Oops, I like flick my scissors on the floor. Oh, look at that, kind of cut it weird. Let me cut one to go with that one. Now I forgot how many we needed. See, I get sidetracked. What do we say we needed? 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so this, whoops, I just knocked everything else off the table. The Ultimate Mesh Roller is made by Susie Brown. And what it is, it's a 3-tier roller. Okay, so you can put mesh on it. You could do 2 of these across, all the way across. You could do the 21-inch across if you want to. You can use it for the ribbon, like I am right now, because we already did the cutting of the mesh. And when you're done, like I'm going to roll this one up because I think I have enough. When you're done with it, you slide your ribbons off. Let me take these guys off because we're not using them. And it has 3 little holes here, so you can put this in here. When I'm totally done, like every night, I don't leave this standing out. These sides here, if you see, it has these little latches. You undo the latch, and of course your rods are out, and these 2 sides will fold down. You see there's a little hook here, there's a little hook here, and it will hook to the other one. So it actually is as high as this when you fold it all down. So it's called the collapsible, the Ultimate Collapsible Mesh holder or roller, and you can tuck it in wherever you want to put it. She also makes one in 24 inches long, so wrapping paper. Hello, Christmas time. You know what I hate? When it lays on the floor and then you got to put a scissor or something because it's rolling up on you all the time. She also makes these in a one where it did. See, I didn't hook it back up. So you can see how it collapses. You can see how it would collapse down and you didn't hook it back up. A stationary one where the sides don't fold down. And she also has a single railed one, which was her first one she came out with. Hi, how do you say Janella? Janella? I'm terrible with names. I always say that. I'm terrible with names. All right, so I think we've got enough of both of these to finish off the tails. Because one is down here that I can use. I know I'm sweet. And I posted in the beginning my Etsy shop. Susie, I did not post the link for the Ultimate Mesh Roller. I will post that at the end. Or if you want to post it, you can. Carolynne, hi from Pennsylvania. But I do have it. So that you guys can go on and you can get it. Hey Susie, what I did try to put my phone sideways, and it looked good from when I looked at it from there, but when you see it if you look back in the beginning, if you look at the replay, you will see in the beginning, I was sideways, so it didn't work. So, because it was great because it had the whole table in here, but it didn't work with the phone. So I have to figure out a better way that I can get it so, oh, I'm missing one. Oops. Did one go flying? No. Okay. So let me get one more ribbon of the snowflake. Pennsylvania. Somebody else is on here too that is from Pennsylvania. She was on earlier. Alright, so now I think I got all my tails. So let's put the last ones. Hopefully I count them right. I have a drawer down here because I always say, oh, it's 15 or 16 or whatever that I need of ribbons. No, Susie, I don't. Okay, I'm in Damien's business class, and he hasn't taught us at this point in the class how to pin. So I think that's our next step. Damien is a business coach and he is a guru. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Susie. The pin that Susie Brown put is for the ultimate mesh roller. So if you go on there, please, please, I'm telling you, it is a lifesaver of a tool to have. Everybody likes their, you know, their little things that they like. This is like a must-have. And I'm serious. I don't sell things that I don't really think are good. But when I first started, that was the first product I bought. I'll show you some of the fluff box and stuff that I'll be using too. But I'll tell you what, it is a good product. It's very sturdy. And your stuff doesn't move around unless you knock it around like I do, you know, with my mat. See, I move my mat. I just need a bigger table. So I have more space for everything. Okay, I think this is the last one. Susie, there's hover over the 3 dots besides the comment. There's no 3 dots next to my comment. I'm on my iPad, so it may be where if I were to go onto my regular page part, I can see it, but there's no dots on here. They're up top. No. I don't have any little dots, Miss Susie. Need more light? You know what I did this time? I moved my camera further back. Usually it's closer and I have a light on there. And the reason why I did that was because I was trying to do the table wider and I turned my phone around in a different direction. And everybody said I was sideways because I turned it, instead of being up this way, I turned it this way. And it looked good on there, but when it came back on here, I was sideways. So I had to put the phone back up so you could only see here, and I didn't move the light in closer. So I apologize for that. Oops, this is upside down. There we go. So where's my girl? There she is. Ta-da! Alright, so now we got to do the bow. Michelle, are you still on? Okay. So, the Pro Bow by hand. And this is on www.probowthehand.com. And this is heavy, so it doesn't move around, just like the mesh roller doesn't. So this is going to be 1 ribbon. Move that out of the way. That we're going to use tonight. I'm only going to use 2 ribbons in my bow because I didn't want to take so much away from my girl on there. Now I kind of asked earlier, maybe you guys could help out because I'm only using 2 ribbons. I'm definitely using this, of course. And I didn't want to put this in the tails because I felt it would just take away so much from my gingerbread's face. So I thought of this. Just 2 ribbons, and I'm going to double it over as doing it. Or I could do a plaid with the gingerbread. Oops, turn around the other way. So I'm going to ask you guys opinions. I have this, but I just think it's too much because I have the red and white stripe in there. I thought of this, actually. But again, too much red and white. I have a tan one like this I could use. I think the black is too dark. And I think this will blend in too much as well. So what do you guys think? Go for something sparkly? I think sparkly would be good. I think just the plain red, this has Christmas ornaments on it. I think that's, because since, like I said, I'm only going to use two ribbons tonight. Last night I think I used like 6 of them. I think the gold too. Let me hold it up and I'll show you guys. Let me push some of this back so you can see your face. I don't have this in tight all the way, y'all, so just to let you know that. So I am pushing it with my hand because I didn't want to, I just wanted to continue with the video. So we have this to go in here, which I think is perfect. And I think the gold will just, you know, give it a little pop with it. You guys like that? You think it needs some red too? I do have red. There's my red. I thought green, but now I really don't think the green. I have red. I think a sparkly red. This has sparkles in it. This has a little silver, and if I do the gold, then that's not going to work. And this is just a sheer. I think the meshes are, yes, I think the red with the hidden in the rest of the red. So this one, could always stick a piece of black in there. I think it would be too much sparkly with the black though. Hi Peggy. So this one. So do these two, and I could put a little one on top. But I think this is a sheer. Let's just start how I think I'm going to do the bow, and then I can always add. Okay. Because what I want to do is just do 2 like loops, you know. It's going to be 5 loops technically, but it will actually, on this one I'm going to do double on the last one, so it's actually going to be 6 loops, but these 2 will be the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap them, my gingerbread on the outside, and then when I spread them out, you'll see the hint of the other one, you know, the other one be underneath. Okay, Eileen. So which ones do you think? Which one? Is that too light with the gold? Maybe the plaid? Okay. What do you guys think? That one? That might be good. Alright, let's do these 2. Okay. So, I had explained I'm a ambidextrous. You like the red one. I think the red one too. It has a little bit of the plaid, which picks up the kind of plaid off the mesh. But the little sparkles just makes it really kind of pop. So it's like the red. Somebody said about doing red. So this has the red and with the plaid, and I think those 2 would work well together. So I'm ambidextrous. So sometimes I like pulling my ribbon from the left or from the right. So you have to bear with, because I will change my mind sometimes. Oops. All right. So we're going to cut 2 pieces of wire. And what some people will do, they'll measure it the length of this, and they'll cut it. This is not going to be a really thick bow. Like last night I did the Lisa bow, which has, you know, multiple layers and stacking. This isn't going to be as much as that. Hello, Miss Barb, my crafty coin. So let's get my 2 cut. Now, I don't use this as much, and a lot of people always say they're afraid of it. I'm one of those people. But I always give it a whirl. So we have 2 pieces of wire. I'm going to see which way I want my ribbon on here. And I'm going to put these 2 together. And of course I did them both. There we go. Yeah, I'm one of those people, Barb. You know, it's one of those intimidating things with the Pro Bow. It's like I like my bows when I do them. I don't know. I'm so used to doing the Lisa bow. That's like my favorite bow. I use that more than anything. Or do that. That's the bow again behind me. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But this is just as easy. I know I talked about last night. We talked about the bow Dabra, which is similar in the sense of saying it does the same concept as the easy bow. The easy bow is like on a piece of wood like this, kind of thing. I use my bow Dabra a lot. So this one here, I'm just going to make the tails as long as this. Hopefully y'all can see this. Let me move it a little bit closer. Move some of these things out of the way so it might make it easier. Whoops. I have an 8-second delay there, so I was looking to see. Okay, I don't have one of those overhead things, so cameras. So I'm going to put this here, and then right where the peg is here, I'm just going to scrunch up my ribbon. Okay. And we're going to see how good I'm doing this. And I just scrunch it like that just to get me started here so I know where my tail is. And hopefully I'm going to do this right. If not, I'm going to do it on a different bow because I am not a pro with this and I get really nervous with it. Oh. So this is going to be my first one. So when you do these tails, you always have to twist them so that your tail is facing up, you know, on your next one. Some people will tie it right now. Some people will just keep it and they'll wait until the next round and do it. I'll do it in the beginning. Oh! I folded my wire in half. I'm just going to slide it underneath my tail here. Everybody has their own way of doing this. There's no right or wrong. It's what you feel comfortable doing. Just going to make that tight. Right there. So I'm going to take one end of this wire and I'm going to twist it up here. Whoops. 1, 2, 1. Just twist it all the way around because I don't need it right now. I'm going to have to move the bow head back closer to me because it's a little far away. I'll take the other part. There's a little nail on this back part here. I know you guys can see a little nail. And that's where I'm going to put the other wire and put it underneath my board. So I got my first one going. I'm going to pull it tight. Let me get my... Now when you're working with 2, you gotta make sure you keep your little tails going right. And I'm gonna cut it. Oops. Why did I take that off? I have my helping wire here. I have my second wire, which I'm going to slide through. You call it the helping hand wire. the other side. I don't know why I grabbed that one from under the table. That was silly me. Oh, doesn't want to stay under the table. There we go. Alright, so my helping hand wire. When you bring it back to the back, you always twist it so it goes up. So my outside is going to be this. And since I'm only using 2 colors, I'm actually going to leave this down because I can make it a little tail. I can take my helping hand and I can twist tie this just to give it a little start and keep it tight. But I'm not going to twist tie it every single time. If I was using multiple ribbons, like different colors and different styles, and I want to stop it here and I would make tails here. But I'm not doing that. Pig doesn't want to stay in. So I'm just going to leave my tail down here. So one helping hand wire goes down. I just push it down there. The other ones I leave up. So as I come around, I pull them tight. Make sure they're facing the right way. Scrunch it. And you twist it. Same thing when you get to the back here again. Scrunch it. And you twist it. Oops. Just want to make sure my ribbon stays nice and flat. One up, one down. Bring it across again. Pull it tight. Scrunch it. And you twist it. Because this is my top side. I want my gingerbread on the outside. Bring it back. I'm going to use my hope and wire this time because I've gone 2 loops on it. This one just does not want to stay underneath the table. Goes. Now, because I want to do it again, I'm going to bring my ribbon over this last one again. So Michelle, are you still on? Scrunch it. So they say bottoms up. Bring it to the back. Now I'm looking because the gingerbread pattern here, it doesn't matter which way it kind of goes. And bottoms up. Helping wire, helping hand, helping wire. Twist it tight. Voila. My bow is made. Now, what I should have showed you, what I had on the side here, this was a ribbon, a bow holder. It has 3 pegs on it, and this is what I was using. You can use the same thing with the Ultimate Mesh Roller. When you buy this, you get this with it. So that's what I was using, and I don't think I mentioned that. And where are my pins? My pins are sitting up there. So let's see how this bow comes out. Dun dun dun. Carol, literally, I am the same way. And you know, it's like one of those things, if you use it and use it, like some people don't use the Pro Dabra, they don't like it, they'll use the Pro Bell all the time. And I'm like you, it's like, ah, but there's other people that use it and love it. So I'm just showing different techniques. Last night I showed 2 different ways to make some bows. So that's what I'm trying to show everybody, is just some different ways. Alright, so the one that was twisted on top here, I untwisted it. And the one that I had tucked underneath the table, I'm going to bring them down. And I'm going to just twist them together. Now I'm using 24-inch gauge wire. You can use whatever you want. It's your choice. I like the 24. You can get it at any craft store in the floral section. Alright. So now I'm going to take I have 4 wires technically. And I'm just going to give them a little twist together. So basically I have what would be left to make it like 2 wires instead of 4. The only thing I can say too, Carol, is just get it out and work with it. Like I said, I'm more of a Lisa bow person than I am a pro bow, but I don't mind using it. Alright, so take my pegs out. Or you can take your bow off, depending, you could do it either way. The idea is that your bow is all in one, like, line, so to speak. Okay? Let me put this away. And now I get out the heavy fluff box. Dun dun dun. And where did I put my peg back? These, I always put them back in the bag because it's just like ribbon. They'll roll all over the floor somewhere. So on the fluff box, it has a little eye hook and a nail. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your bow, and we're just going to stick that baby on there. You're going to, the hook, I have the hook facing away, the open part, because the nail is going to be close to me, and I just stick my bow in there, and I'll take my wires and I'll just wrap it around here, and I bring them down. And if they, whether or not they're long enough, you can tuck them underneath your, your box. Okay, so now what we're going to do, and I'll ducktail these afterwards. I'm going to start pulling this out. So I did 2 rows here because I have them doubled. So what I'm going to do is pull one this way, have that, and I want the red to be next to it. What happened? Okay. Where's my red? There we go. Okay, so it's like every other one. So on this side, I'm going to do the opposite. If I can get it out. There we go. So I'm going to have the red, then I'll have the gingerbread. Oh, I did those 2 backwards, that's why. There we go. Your ribbon kind of tells you which way it wants to go sometimes too. So just pull it. You don't have to be afraid of it, that it's going to rip or anything like that. And you just start creating your bow. This one. Oops. Wrong way. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Now, of course, once I get it on my gingerbread, I will fluff it more. Hey, I just saw you. I love to do this. First time I've seen this Carol kind of, oh. Well, Brenda, welcome. We're making a gingerbread girl. She has a little bow in her hair. We just used our Pro Bow and we're making a bow here. We're just kind of fluffing it out a little bit. I think I did my tails backwards. Yes, I did. I'll switch those. Yep. Here we go. All right. So let me go ahead and dovetail these. Now, some people will let them stick out. I will, because of the type, I don't need streamers, so I'm going to cut them even with my bows. I'm going to leave them a little long right this second, just until I get my bow in place there. And then I'll go ahead and fix them up a little bit better, make them a little shorter. See, you can move the box around. It's holding your bow in place. You don't have to worry about trying to hold it and trying to fluff it and everything. The internet, everybody's having the same problem with doing the lives. They've been the broadcasting. It's been interrupting, stopping, and the only thing I can say is just bear with it. I have no control over that. So there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. It's Facebook. I think I got them all spread out. So, oops, this one's cupped under here. So that gives you an idea. It's not hard. If you just do it more, then you become more easy with it. But, oops, there we go. I think it's just pretty. Now, like I said, like I do a lot of the Lisa bows, which is this one here. Because you know, same with this, you can make the inner curl, you can make it loop smaller if you want to. I chose to do it on the ones I did just because I didn't want to make it too small. I just wanted it to be nice and kind of fluffy. Thank you. I didn't put the gingerbread in with the wreath, because I didn't want to take away from my little gingerbread girl. Whoops, I'm caught. So I wanted her, you can see her in there? I wanted her to stand out a little bit more. If I put gingerbread all around this, it would take away from the beauty of, you know, my little gingerbread girl. And she's got a little, she has a little heart mouth and a little heart here. So I am going to decide now which side to put the bow on. I think I'm going to put it on this side. I usually put my bows on this side, but I think I'm going to do something different. You can tell, I put my bows on this side. Why do I feel like I'm missing? Oh, here it is. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to stand up so I may disappear. Now, before you put your bow on, make sure you have your tails where you want them to be. I'm going to move these down just a little bit on this side. Just because I know my bow is going to go right here, and I want you to still see the tails. You may or may not see the tails because the bow may cover it. So I have my 2 pieces of wire. And I'm going to stick it down in here. Now this is the part where you can't see what you're doing, and you hope you're doing it right until you get to the other side. I think I got it. I think I got it. So you think that's in the right place? Too far to the side, or do you think it's right? What you guys think? push it up a little bit. I don't have her tied in all the way because I wanted to make sure. You think it's perfect right where it is? Okay. We'll go for it, Carol. Thanks, Eileen. Eileen, you wanted the sign that was behind me, right? So, it's tomorrow, Wednesday? Yes. I have workout in the morning with my group, and then what I'll do is after I come home, I'll shower and stuff. I will go over to Michael's and see if they have one and let you know. I don't know. I'll see if I have a coupon. I don't need anything from Michael's, so I'll use whatever coupon I can, and I'll buy it for you. I'll let you know how much it is. Are you on a 6 hour earlier than me? I'm on Eastern time. Are you 6 hours earlier than me? Because you're in California, right? I don't have her pushed all the way up, Dory. Did I say that right? Dubby? Sorry. Let me put my glasses on. Dubby? Because I put her on and I just wanted to see where she would go. So see, you can see me pushing on her. I have to push her all the way up and I have to tie her in. She's not, see, she's jiggling around. I don't have her all the way in on the back yet. Okay. I have to stand up. So once I get her all settled in there, and I can see I have her loose still, then you'll be able to see her a little bit better. It is 5:45 right now, so 8, 7, 6, 5. So are you 3 hours behind me? Because it's 8:48, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're only 3 hours behind me. Okay. So what I'll do, Darlene, Eileen, is I'll go tomorrow. I'll wait till you're up, and I'll see how much they are and what I can get, and then I'll message you, and if you want me to get it for you, I will. Like I said, I'm not going to charge you anything for it because I know you don't have them. Michael's over there doesn't have it. So whatever I cost, and you could, and the shipping, you can pay, and that's it. Voila, helping a friend out. That's what we do. All right, so I know my tails need to be cut shorter because I don't really want them sticking out because I want it to be about the bow. Tails on this particular one, I don't need them out there. It's 2. Thank you. Thank you, Dovey. I have like all these candies I can put in it. And again, sometimes to me simple is better. So I may look at this and see if I want to stick, just like the candy part, like maybe sticking it in randomly around there. Since I'm not doing any type of sign on the outside, maybe a little bit of candy might look good in there. But I'm always, I got big ones and little ones. So, I think that might be it. And then I'll go back and tighten her up. Like I said, she's already on my Etsy page. If you're interested in buying it, you can go ahead and purchase her. On the page already, I'll repost it again. It's for the Ultimate Mesh Roller, as well as my Etsy page is on there. So like and share if you want alerts to when I go live again. Just type the word alert in the bottom in the comments, and then you'll get notifications. And I'll look back. I think it was Carol, she said my bot wasn't responding, so I'll go ahead and check to make sure my bot is working okay and you're getting the response. All right, so I'm just going to finish up on the ducktails and tighten her up a little bit, and she's ready to go. She's looking for a new home. Oh, she's so cute. And I'll look to see, maybe I might add some little candies or something in there. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Eileen, type it with a capital A. It's weird. I don't know why. But I'll tag you on it. And I will look. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. I have a box sitting. Oh, I know what I told you guys. So I save all these little things. So people will rip these off, and like on the face, like my particular face had holes in it on my gingerbread girl. So I can thread the chenille stems through, through them. Some of them don't come that way. And people will take this off and stack it and staple, you know, through it. There you go, Brenda and Eileen. And they'll use that, or they'll make use this for the base of making a pumpkin or a snowman type hat, you know, or Halloween hat. So I say that. But if you notice, I have a fireplace behind me. It's wood burning. This makes great starters too. So I save them all. So we're supposed to get a bad winter according to the almanac this year. So I just keep piling them up there. I even have my, whether it's paper towel or whatever, rolls. And we have another fireplace that's below this downstairs. This is in my bedroom. So I keep losing myself. Dovey, that's Facebook. That's all I can tell you. Or, you know, I don't know where you are in relation to me. I'm in Virginia, but the broadcasts go in and out, and Facebook does that, and I can't control that. Sorry. I wish I could, but it's a pain in the butt when you lose the broadcast and you have to go in and out. That's the best thing I can tell people, is that you go in and out, come back out, go out and come back in. And I've done that too. Or on the broadcast, when it's interrupted, I just give it a few, you know, seconds or so, and then usually it comes back on, you know, the video, the live. So oh my God, squirrels. Okay, my dog's a German Shepherd Labrador, and she's brindle in color. So if you take the brindle away, she's like streamlined like a Labrador, like a Greyhound Labrador. And she spots those things. I mean, I'm like, what are you looking at? And she gets crouching down like a tiger, and she does this whole crouching thing. And I'm like looking for what she's, you know, going to chase or pounce on. And she goes chipmunks and squirrels. Like we have, it's our house and next to us, and then there's another house, and then it's a wooded area. So we get a lot of deer, we get foxes, we get possums, we get rabbits, we get snakes, turtles, bunnies, chipmunks, of course squirrels. So we have like a kind of menagerie, like our own little habitat. So we see them all, and she hears things. In the middle of the night, she goes crazy barking, and I, you know, flick the light on. I'm like, what is it? And I can't see anything, you know, but she got eagle eyes. But we'll get like 8 deer in the back, and now we're in September, so October, November is the rutting season. So we get a lot of deer, and I think it's beautiful to see them, and she goes crazy. She'll chase them, but she doesn't get too close to them. But I try not to let her out when they're out if I see them, you know, for that reason, because I just feel bad for the deer. But man, they eat my plants. Oh my God. This candy cane ribbon, Craft Outlet. I wrote it on the side. I'm sorry if I missed your comment, Eileen. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I buy my ribbon, you know, from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Craft Outlet, Deco Exchange, you know, all over. So I started writing the initials of what it is on the side, so that if somebody asks me and I forgot to tell them, I can answer where I got it from. These ones here is easy for me to remember because they come from Hobby Lobby. Most of my Christmas ribbon is from Hobby Lobby or Craft Outlet. My fall ribbon comes from wherever. So in Texas, I know you can't help. I keep waving my phone around trying to get it back on. That's funny. See, if we had a live and I could see you going like this, it's kind of like being at a concert where you put the light on and you're like, hey, right? Yes, Eileen, please send me a PM. But, okay, ladies, I am going to let you guys go. I had fun again. I love helping you guys help me and assist me in choosing, because I think that makes it more fun for you guys than just sitting there and watching me cut and do things. So I always try to make it a little bit interactive, so to speak. But, and look for this, the finished product. I may, like I said, I may just cut it off, like, and do a little bit of a pick of just a few of these in there. Just to, you know, because it is a candy cane. But these guys are heavy. So maybe once I cut it off, because it's a big thick wire that they're on. You may see some of those in there. Like I added when we did that, I did this last night with y'all. I added the balls in later on. So, all right. So y'all have a nice night. Thank you for coming and watching. And like I said, type the word alerts in there, and I try to answer all the comments that everybody does. I go back and I'll read them. And I try to answer even if I may have answered you on the live, just to make sure that you know that I really do care that you guys are coming and watching me and supporting me. All right? So share. The more the merrier. All right? Bye-bye.